Come on in, come on in, come on in. Let's get to it. Come on in, I want to get straight to it. I don't like delays. I don't like doing what these other creators do, waiting for a certain amount of people to come into the live. I don't like doing that kind of stuff. I like to get straight to the conversation. Golly, I'm sick. Come on in. Let's talk about this Kendrick Lamar performance. I want to respond to everybody that's been in my comments on the videos that I've posted, disagreeing with the quality of performance based on from an artist standpoint. So a lot of people that's upset about or disagree with my comments is because they're not understanding why. They don't understand why I didn't like it. I don't care. Everybody keeps talking about the message, or it went over your head. It didn't go over my head. I didn't watch the Super Bowl to get a message. I watched the Super Bowl to be entertained. I watched the Super Bowl to watch a great game of football and to watch a great performance at halftime. I didn't watch it for some revolutionized educational moment with subliminal messages. I didn't do it for that. There's a time and place for that. And, Kendrick has been known for having those type of shows before, but this is the Super Bowl. Just want to have a good time. That's all. So I will start off by this. First of all, I'm a big Kendrick fan. I'm a huge Kendrick fan. I think Kendrick is a monster when it comes to, he's one of the best lyrical artists ever. He's a beast when it comes to rapping. He's a beast when it comes to that pen. Kendrick is one of the best artists ever. And I wasn't a fan of Kendrick when he first came out. I was trying to get used to his style. But once his first album dropped, I was locked in. I didn't like the second album. The third album, damn, I thought was dope. But I just wanted to get that out because I know people people have their own perception of what they think and what they feel. And you can't change somebody's perception once they got it locked in. However they feel is how they feel. I'm just clarifying what I said in these other videos that's on my page that's got everybody in the uproar, right? Kendrick is dope, without a doubt. There's no question that Kendrick is an elite MC, along with J. Cole, along with Drake. But when it comes to the Super Bowl, your job is to give a heck of a performance. People are supposed to be talking about this performance from years on past. And I don't think he did that with this particular performance. And I got my reasons why. One, he already did Super Bowl. He does not have a Lil Wayne catalog. He does not have a Drake catalog. So he's limited in the songs that he can perform, right? We can agree to that, right? We can agree that Kendrick does not have the same lengthy catalog of a Wayne and a Drake. Can we agree on that? Drop it in the comments if we can agree on that. So, say agree, right? Put agree in the comments that Kendrick does not have the same type of catalog of Wayne and Drake. All right? So, with that being said, Kendrick already performed his hit records on the last Super Bowl that he, right on Buns, when he performed, he already performed those hit records. So he can't perform those same records over again. He has to pick a new set of records to perform on this particular Super Bowl, which I found out those records that he was performing were unreleased tracks that he was trying. Why would you be doing unreleased music on Super Bowl? Nobody knows the records. Nobody has time to get. It's not the time and place to do that. Perform the hits, but because he's limited in the amount of hit records that he has, he can't perform those hits. So he had to perform some new records that nobody knew. That's why when the performance kicked off and he started talking and then he started rapping, that's why most of you, because I guarantee you this, and I want everybody to be honest, 177 people on this live right now, be honest, with the exception of when he performed Not Like Us, you didn't know one record that he performed. Before they gave you that song listing that I saw online, you couldn't tell me one record off top that he performed outside of Not Like Us. Most of you were sitting at the front of that TV, looking at the TV just like I was, like this. That's how I was looking. Because I'm like, where is this going? What is this? These records, I don't know these records. First of all, sound production was bad. If you know anything about sound production, whether it's movies, TV, anything where you're dealing with sound in a stadium, when you're doing performance, when you're doing sound production for a performance, anybody's ever did music knows what I'm talking about. That production was off. It might have sounded good in sound check, but when it came time for showtime, it was not sounding, it didn't sound right. That's why I didn't hit the way it was supposed to. 2, we don't know the records. He's performing records nobody knows. 3, the first song that he picked wasn't an energy record. It wasn't nothing. It did not give the ooh, it came out the ooh. But I bet if Wayne did it, Ross did it, Jeezy did it, Drake did it, they would have gave them records right out the gate. When Dre and them did it, they gave you them records right out the gate. Because they got enough records. They got enough hits where they can come from any angle. And come on, man, this is the Super Bowl. So Kendrick couldn't do that. So when he came out with that lackluster record right out the gate, I knew it was going to be terrible. People, if you go online right now, go on TikTok, go on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and X, and you go look at everything they keep posting about Kendrick's performance. What are they posting? They're only posting the part from Not Like Us. They're not, and they're only showing that. They're only showing Serena Williams when she was crip walking and Samuel Jackson. They're not showing you no other clips from the rest of that performance. Why? Because don't nobody remember that. Only memorable moment he had was Not Like Us, and that was a given. Everybody knew that he was going to perform that. That was a given. Everybody knew he was going to perform that record. They was waiting for it. Matter of fact, Kendrick could have just performed Not Like Us and left the stage, and everybody would have been happy with that. The rest of that he could have kept. He could have did Not Like Us 10 times in a row. Walked off the stage, and that would have been cool. But he added these other songs in there, and it just didn't hit. It didn't stick. It didn't grab your attention. None of y'all could tell me y'all know what that first record was. You can't tell me. And you can't tell me that when that first record started playing, you was like, ooh, what is this? Ooh. No, you didn't. You looked at the TV the same way I did. Yeah, just like that. It wasn't hitting. It wasn't hitting. And people keep talking about, well, you let the message go over your head. It was the message. It was da-da-da-da-da. None of y'all know what the message was. Okay? Stop it. None of you know what the message was. You want to know why? Because you don't know Kendrick. You don't know his team. You don't know his manager. You don't know his homies. You don't know nobody that's close to him to know what the message was supposed to be. Only thing you're doing is speculating. Only thing you're doing is guessing. Only thing you're doing is making assumptions. You have no clue what his clear message was supposed to be for these Super Bowl performances because you don't know Kendrick. All I've been seeing, y'all do this every year. When Beyonce performed at the Super Bowl, when Usher did it, when Rihanna did it, y'all do this every year. Y'all go through these videos and start dissecting them. Y'all start dissecting. My daughter told me at least one message to Drake. Y'all just start dissecting these videos and start coming up with all these, they stand on white checkerboards, the symbolisms. If anybody knows, if you've been looking at Hollywood, I call it Hollyweird, but if you're looking at Hollywood for more than 5 minutes, everybody knows that Hollywood, you got to do a few things if you want to get to elite status. So, you're not telling us, I didn't miss the message. I didn't care about the message. Why? Because technically, if you really want to know what the message was to Drake. That's what his real message was. If I'm going with my perception of what I think the message was to Drake. Your career is over. Career over. You had the whole stadium saying, minor, done. It's a wrap. Remember when Vince Carter won the slam dunk contest and he looked at him and said, it's a wrap. That was the message, but none of y'all know what his real message was. Because you don't know Kendrick. You wasn't there when he was putting this together. You wasn't there when he was planning out what he was going to do. You wasn't there. You don't know him. So you don't know what his message was. You don't know if he was sitting around saying, you know what, I'm going to pull a fast on all these idiots. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to make it seem like we're doing all this. You don't know. And y'all kill me when y'all get online. Y'all the best teachers, educators, scientists, engineers, politicians, promoters. Y'all the best at everything online. But in real life, you're not that. We can check some of you GPAs to figure that out too. In real life, you're not that. It sounds good online. It sounds good in theory. It sounds good when you're piecing it all together because you got that much time on your hands. We're all experts in our head. Right. In theory, it sounds great. The only reason why I'm doing this live right now is because I got time on my hands today. Normally, I do not have time to entertain this mess. But today I got time. Today's when I got some downtime to entertain you. Y'all crazy, man. Y'all need to wake up for real. Like, look, man. Stop thinking everything is how can I say? Because I don't want my live to get flagged. Okay, forget about it. I'm not gonna be able to say it without saying that. Just sit back and enjoy the entertainment. See, there was a time period in my life where I was going down the rabbit hole of information, trying to figure out what's going on in the entertainment world. And I went down a deep YouTube, Google, anywhere I can dig up and find some information. You can get so wrapped up in that to where you just start losing sight of enjoying life. I couldn't go to the movies because I was looking for subliminal messages. I couldn't watch TV shows. I could listen to music. I couldn't do anything because I'm listening for those certain messages. I'm looking for this. I'm listening for that. I couldn't even enjoy it no more. I had to remove myself. Thanks, Trump supporters. Okay. I couldn't enjoy it. So I had to stop. And I had to get back and just and start enjoying life. You can be aware of what's going on, but don't be a slave to the information. You don't know what Kendrick was trying to pull off. You don't know the message he was trying to put out. You don't have a clue. You want to know why? And I say it again, because you don't know Kendrick. What we do know is the songs he performed. What we do know, what it sounded like. What we do know is the choreography was great. Having Samuel Jackson there was cool. Having Serena Williams there was cool. All that was great. You know what I mean? But you don't know what his message was. I just know those songs that he was rapping, that he was singing on that stage, Wayne could have did a better job. Drake could have did a better job. Jeezy could have did a better job. That's a lot of artists that could have did a better job than what Kendrick did last night. 46 and retired. They missed the message. Again, whoever, just for fun, you just probably coming in. It wasn't up. What message did they miss? I want people to tell me. What message did people miss they think Kendrick was trying to put out there? See, that's the thing. We think we know what Kendrick was trying to say. We think we know what Kendrick was trying to do. We think we know. You don't get paid to think, you get paid to know. You don't get paid to think, you get paid to know. And what I do know, right, Serena was the only good thing. And the sad part, I didn't even know that was Serena until somebody told me. I was like, oh, that's Serena. Oh, okay. Great. I don't think so. Don't worry about the message. Did you get the message? I saw what I assumed would be a message because, once again, I think some of y'all just coming into my live, we don't know what Kendrick's message was because we don't know Kendrick. We wasn't there when he was planning out what he was going to do. We don't know. He didn't tell us. He didn't tell us. We just had to look and assume we know. We just had to assume we know. 5280, I missed halftime. What's the big deal about? Oh, the big deal is I told everybody that Kendrick Lamar's performance was one of the worst performances of the Super Bowl, and everybody's in an uproar because they said I missed the message. When nobody can tell me what the message, the revolution would be televised. So you meant to tell me the revolution. Do we know what revolution means? So revolution is going to be televised. So it was the revolution was televised in the Super Bowl. That was the revolution. What was the revolution at? Where was the revolution in the Super Bowl performance? What was the revolution in the Super Bowl performance? Yeah, man, it was disappointing, man. Heck, yeah. I've been looking all morning. No one could tell you what it was about. Nobody. Zachary, thank you. Thank you. The revolution and Robinson 767, they would not be televised. That's the crazy part. People really think the revolution was televised at a Super Bowl performance. Hey, man, we got to stop with the shenanigans. This is what I'm saying, man. You got to start checking people's GPA, man. Because I don't think people understand. The revolution ain't going to be televised. When it is televised, it ain't going to be on the Super Bowl. You can just believe that. When it's televised, it's going to be mayhem in the streets when it's going to be televised. People are going to be unified and coming together and going against other. It's not going to be on a performance at the Super Bowl. That was not the message. The revolution, what people, I'm not taking no calls. What people don't understand is, if you want to know what's coming, and I'm being serious right now. If you want to know what's coming, if you are totally clueless at everything that's going on around you in the world, go wherever you can find a Bible. Open it up. Go all the way to the back to Revelation and read it front to back. And that'll tell you what's going on. If you really want to know. Don't look for an artist to tell you. Don't look for a social media influencer to tell you. A YouTube news reporter. A social media news reporter. Go into the Word of God. Whatever religion you believe in. Go to the Word of God. Flip to the back to Revelation. And that'll tell you your message. But looking at the Super Bowl for the message and the revolution will be televised. It's not televised at no Super Bowl. I need y'all to start using y'all heads. Really start thinking, man. Oh, my God. Oh, I'm so glad I was born in 79. Because this new generation, I don't even see how y'all make it through a day. For real. I really don't. You're 100% correct. Thank you. Facts. Thank you. I'm just saying, man, like, if you a Muslim, open up your Quran. If you a Christian, open your Bible, man. Go to Revelations, man. It already done told you. Already done told you. You know what I mean? No, I'm not the only one east side saying it. I'm repeating what people are telling me. Go online. Go through the comments. They're telling you that the revolution will be televised, and it was televised last night on a Super Bowl performance. I might have been born at night, but I wasn't born last night. I watched it, bro. I didn't even know one song I loved, and I love all kinds of music. Me and you both, bro. Judgment Now. I didn't know one song other than They Not Like Us. I didn't know one song either. And nobody else who watched it knew. Nobody else who watched it knew it either. Come on, man. It's crazy. 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 Revelation 101, exactly. You know what I mean? It said it was a top five water saying it was a revolution. Man, that's what I'm saying, man. People got to start using their head, man. Start thinking past. I don't know if y'all live in y'all devices. Get off your iPhone. Get off your tablets. Get off social media and open up a book. Go to the library, read something. Really go research and do your information. People are arguing me because I said the performance was lackluster. I'm speaking from an artistry standpoint. I don't care about no message. Because when I read the word of God, the message has been put in there many years ago. Now, some of you may not believe in God. Some of you may not have that belief system. Some of you may not know that the answers that you seek is already in there. Carmelo, yeah, lackluster as hell. Already in the word of God. It's in the Bible. So the message that you thought Kendrick told you and it's coming and all that, it's been coming. The end of the world will eventually come. Everything plundered, no food, no security, no safety, the government collapsing, all of these things is going to happen. It's already been written. Open up your book, flip back to Revelation, and start reading. Get offline and stop believing everything that somebody tells you online. The revolution will not be televised. The revolution will not be televised on a performance. People retarded, man. We got to be more smarter than this. Everyone sleeps until Judgment Day. You right, Trey. They right. And they ain't got to worry about it. Judgment Day going to be all the message that they know, but it's going to be too little, too late. It's going to be too little, too late. The world ended once in water. The world will end again in fire. Open up your books, man. Get into some understanding. Kendrick, me saying, when was the last time you won a Grammy? What does that got to do? Well, here's the problem I have with some of y'all. I think some of y'all really need to go, really go exercise your medical benefits. Because what does winning a Grammy have to do with the way you performed last night? Whitney Houston was one of the greatest performers, greatest singers ever of our time. Probably the best. She went from being a great to a non-great because of things that were going on in her personal life. So when she had a lackluster performance, it was okay to say, hey, that wasn't good tonight. Patrick Mahomes just lost the Super Bowl, got annihilated by the Philadelphia Eagles. He had a lackluster performance. It's okay to say that. You guys you new generation people, y'all are one of the most sensitive, moody, emotional, competent people I've ever known. Y'all getting y'all little feelings about everything. He wasn't good last night. It wasn't a good job. It's okay. Lil Wayne has been having lackluster performances lately, probably due to the drugs and the lean that he's been taking over time. It's taking a toll. It's okay to say, wasn't good that night. And honestly, if you're a real friend to somebody, if you're a real homie, you have no problem telling your partner, hey, bro, that wasn't good. I wouldn't do that. Or that didn't sound good, or you might want to change that. Normally what I do, when I record my videos, if I really record something serious, I send it to my team. That's what they're going to do. They're going to give me honest feedback. I wouldn't post that, fam. Guess what? I'm not going to post it. I'm not going to say, oh, man, you hating, man. Why you always hating on me? Why you always hating on me, man? Why would you let me just be great, man? You always saying something. No, I listen. And guess what? I won't post it. So if I say Kendrick's performance last night was one of the worst that I've seen, that's my opinion. All right, that's my opinion, and I'm entitled to that. Somebody just said, I love the performance. You're entitled to that. You dig what I'm saying? You're entitled to that. But I'm entitled to have my own opinion of, I didn't like it. Now the last, Jay-Z should be embarrassed. I mean, he just made a bad decision. You know what I mean? I thought it was dope. Chris, that's okay, my G. You're entitled to that. I just didn't like it. Now, the last Super Bowl performance, I think he did a better job. But this one, I just didn't like it. I think we could have did better. I think the song selection, once he turned that song selection into the NFL, whoever he had to turn it into for approval, I would have looked at that song selection and said, you know what, man, we're going to either change the song selection, we're going to go with somebody else. That's what I would have did. If I'm in charge, change that or we're going to somebody else. Nobody knows them records. Change it. Me either. I had no idea what he was saying. Me either. Nobody had an idea what he's saying. Nobody knew what he was saying, bro, until he got to They Not Like Us. I couldn't understand one word either. Yeah, it was trash. And that's how I feel too. It was trash. Exactly. So what's the conversation about? The conversation's about, so for those who are just coming in here, let me go back and reiterate all this all over again. People, I've been critiquing Kendrick's performance and on the basis of why I didn't like it, and people have just been in an uproar saying you ain't from Compton. No, I'm not from Compton. I don't gotta be from Compton to have an opinion about something. Are y'all slow? Somebody asked me, you are slow? If I'm slow, then get off my live. Why are you listening? Why are you listening if I'm slow? But who asked you? Apparently not you. And you can leave too. Like, y'all, instead of asking intelligent questions and having intelligent conversations like most of these people are in the comments, that's why we having great dialogue. Some of y'all I'm not going to say what I'm going to say because then y'all flag my live and then I'll be cut off again. That's what y'all do, right? But at the end of the day, you're entitled to have your opinion about the food you eat, the hotels you stay at, the car you drive, your boss at work, the restaurant you eat at, the clothing place that you shop at, the malls you shop at, the person who does like, you're entitled to have an opinion about whatever it is. No, I didn't come on just to argue, but apparently you're not following the conversation or you just might have came into the conversation. I don't really care. But what I'm telling you is you're entitled to have an opinion. I only went live because people were just, oh my God, losing their everlasting minds. Like, you get so into y'all feelings. Some of y'all are so emotional, it's sad. I just sit back and really laugh. When I post these videos, I just be sitting back laughing. I'll sit and somebody say, man, look at them going crazy in them comments. And I'll just be sitting back laughing. Because I'm just showing how some emotional, immature a lot of y'all are. Y'all really be in y'all feelings like you know Kendrick personally. Can't none of y'all call Kendrick up on the phone right now. Can't none of you call Kendrick. You can't even call the lowest man. You can't even call the lowest man on the totem pole on this camp. But y'all will be out there going ballistic about people saying they didn't like the show. Then you got people in here talking about Trump. We ain't even talking about Trump. So I don't care if you don't like Trump or not. I don't care if you like Biden or not. I don't care. Okay? I don't care. Only thing I care about is what's going on with me, keeping these numbers up, keeping this engagement up, and y'all help me out every time. Congratulations, man. For all you dislikers, emotionally confused people in my comments going crazy, comment on everything, saving the video, sharing it, going off, getting your blood pressure all through the roof. I thank you. Just don't have a stroke or nothing like that, but I thank you. I thank you. This is the same thing Charleston White be doing to y'all. Y'all fall for it every time. All I said was I didn't like the performance. We could have left it at that. You could have. This is how you have a conversation, right? This is how you have a conversation in a debate. I tell you what I think of something, right? You tell me your perspective. And then we just have a conversation back and forth, right? That's how you have a conversation. The reason why I start doing the things that I do to agitate and aggravate you is because you get ignorant. Once you start getting ignorant, disrespectful, out of line, You're not in front of me to where I can do anything about it. So I just know how to poke the bear. I know how to keep you going. I know how to get you to react and to respond. And you do it every time because you can't control your emotions. You have no self-control. That's why people like Charleston White win every time. All Charleston White got to say something, y'all go crazy. Kanye West just said something, and y'all are going nuts. You know what I do when I saw Kanye, what he said? I just keep scrolling. It don't bother me a bit. But y'all out there losing y'all minds, making a ton of videos just because y'all can't control yourself. Good water. Get you some. Oh, man, the halftime show was doodle. Yes, it was. Can you answer the question? What was your question, Jennifer Nelson? I have no problem answering any questions. I don't know why y'all think I do. What was your question? What didn't you like about it? Okay, Freddie Santana, I'll tell you what I didn't like about it. I didn't like the song selection. I didn't like the sound production. And song selection, sound production. I didn't like it. Miss Goofy, worst halftime in history. One of the worst. Yes, I agree with you. What type of show would you like to sing in? I would like to sing an artist. See, here's the thing. True artists, one mic and an artist. That's all you need. DMX didn't need all that. Kevin Gates doesn't need all that. Lil Wayne didn't need all that. Young Jeezy doesn't need all that. Like Rick Ross, Snoop Dogg, like them guys know, Busta Rhymes, they know how to perform without all the extra. They just need a mic, the crowd, and themselves. That's all they need. And they'll do that's all they need. I would have liked to sing an artist who had a more entertaining and performance-based song selection. And whoever was responsible for the production, I don't know if that was Kendrick's fault or if it was sound system, whatever, that was part of it as well. Had I never heard Not Like Us before, until last night, I never would have liked the song. The only reason why you like the song because you already know it. You want to be entertained while Kendrick is sending a message. Lord, here's another one talking about sending a message. What message did he send? I want somebody to answer that for me. What message do you know for sure Kendrick was sending since you didn't talk to Kendrick? You didn't text him, call him, email him. You're not friends with him. You're not his family. You don't know. So what was the message? Please tell me. Please tell me. Please don't tell me the revolution will be televised. Please don't say that. Let's see what these other comments are saying. Let me keep it entertaining. I completely disagree. Go back and really pay attention. The entire performance was a message. Carlos, please tell me what the message was. Big cap, sir. You, Brian. Oh, okay. You're a Trumper. Oh, God. I am not a Trumper or a lumper or a thumper. I got a thumper. Yeah, I got a few of them. Yeah. Da. Please stop hating. Oh my God, you got an opinion and you're hating. Next. Da. It wasn't for your entertainment. It wasn't entertaining at all, sir. So I would like somebody to tell me give me the song selection outside of Not Like Us, which is the obvious one, right? Why you need to know where I'm from? You plan on making a visit? I wouldn't suggest it. Give me the songs that he rapped yesterday. Give me the songs that he rapped. I want somebody to give me every last song that he rapped. Outside of Not Like Us. Somebody tell me to me right now. He did not do Humble. Ooh, clearly you didn't watch it. Whew. Waiting. Don't worry. I'll wait. Oh, man. Yeah, that was so horrible. I didn't even know he did humble. That's how terrible. That's how terrible it was. Didn't even know it. So he did the same song he did on the last one. Like I said, I think that they should have chose somebody else for the Super Bowl. Lil Wayne would have been a lot more entertaining. Lil Wayne got the hits. Drake got the hits. Nicki got the hits. No Limit Records got the hits. Cash Money Records got the hits. Um, I would have brought all of New Orleans out. I would have brought everybody. Everybody I could bring out from New Orleans, we would have just did a New Orleans theme and captivated that out. That would have been way better than what Kendrick did. Okay? Kendrick got hits, but he ain't got a lot of them. He ain't got the plethora of hit records that Lil Wayne has or Drake has. You missed the message so bad. What was the message, you guys? I really want to know. Can somebody really tell me the message, please? Oh, and by the way, let me do a plug real quick. Shameless plug. Right here, this hoodie. Shoebox Money. I'm pretty sure some of you understand that. Shoebox Money. That's one of my guys out in Philadelphia. Shout out to him. You can look him up on TikTok, Shoebox Money. He got a bunch of clothes, different colors, different styles, everything, man. Go look up Shoebox Money on TikTok and go check out his gear. He got some nice stuff. The Super Bowl is for entertainment, not a message. Thank you, Danny. Tell him again for those in the back. What is your profession, sir? Why does that even matter? I agree. Kendrick was weak. Yes, it was. The only word the audience knew was minor. Exactly. Oh, man. That is exactly right. Oh, man, the same message Kendrick been pushing forever. Okay, and we still ain't made no progress. Exactly. Whatever his message was, it ain't changed nothing. It ain't changed nothing. It ain't changed nothing, whatever that message is. Man, I tell you, man, y'all are funny. Y'all are funny, man. You know, and let me go ahead and show you how hypocritical you guys are about saying I missed the message. For all you saying who missed the message, are you doing anything about the message? What are you doing actively in your life right now about the message? Are you starting a revolution? Are you going up to the White House? Are you going to your local government and making change? Are you changing legislation and policy? Huh? Are you stopping the crime in your community? Huh? Are you doing anything at all about the message? Because y'all the one pushing this narrative that it's about the message. I would like to know. Show me facts. Documentation beat conversation. Right? What am I doing? I'm not the one saying it's the message. I'm taking care of my family. Taking care of my mother, my father. I got kids. I'm taking care of my business. That's what I'm doing. Making sure me and mine is good. And everybody in my camp, my friends. So that's what I'm doing. I'm a nurse. I take care of people. That's your job. That's your occupation. Outside of that, what are you doing? I'm a good man. I was just raised right, brother. I got elderly parents. I take care of them. You know what I mean? Without getting too personal, I don't put my personal business out there. I got kids. My kids are grown, but, we still leading them to the end. I'm the leader in the family, and I'm leading to the end. I got an older sister. I love her to death, and we work together to make sure this family's straight. You know what I mean? But to answer those who think they're doing something, ask me what I do. Anytime I come in contact with new people every day. With what I do, I come in contact with the youth. I come in contact with different walks of life every single day. And what I do is that I put value into their life. When you come in contact with me on a day-to-day basis, when you walk away from me, they're not going to walk away looking at me like they look at most black people. They're going to walk away from me saying he was different. I put value in him. And when I come across my kind, I put more value into him. That's what I do. If they want to go, matter of fact, I'll give you a story, stop lying, because you tearing down another brother to make yourself relevant. I'm not tearing them down. How am I tearing them down because I just didn't like the music? Tell me. User, your last four is 3432. This is strictly for you. We're going to stop right here with you. How am I tearing them down because I don't like the music? Answer that. I'm going to stop right here until you answer that question. Where is he at? Oh, God, it's taking you that long to respond? Come on, user. Where are you at? You ain't even got a... Where are you at? Keep your opinion. Oh, there he is. I had to find you don't even got a profile pic, a profile name, or nothing. Ain't no telling what you are. Probably AI. User 3432, man. Tell me how am I hating because I give an opinion? How am I bringing a black man down? Please tell me. Please tell me. Definitely wasn't trash. That's your opinion, and you're entitled to that. All right? Mr. Fly Guy, can you invite me in? Give me just a second, Fly Guy. Go ahead and put a request. Oh, hold on. Let me see. Are you in there? You're not in there, Fly Guy. You're not in there. I don't mind bringing you on, but I ain't about to argue with you. We just have a conversation. No, I'm not AI. I'm a black man from Chicago. They grew around real men. You didn't answer my question. How me critiquing his performance? So analysts get paid to critique sports games. Are they hating too? Are they tearing down a black man because they say you didn't have a good game? How am I bringing down a black man because I said I didn't like the music, I didn't like the show? Have you liked every concert you ever went to? Have you liked every comedy show you ever went to? Have you liked every movie you ever went and watched? I'm waiting. Don't worry, I'm waiting. I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Oh, you're still not answering my question. All right, so like I said, you see, if you're going to conversate with me, we got to be able to have dialogue. No, I haven't, but I'm not sitting around and talking about another man's craft. Yes, you are. You're just not doing it online. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You're just not on social media. You just didn't make a video. But yes, you are. Shit was trash as fun. Oh, man. All right. He ain't talking about nothing. Moving right along. Where's my guy who said he wanted to come on in? Where's he at? All right, let me see what D talking about.
Yo,
What?
so hey, I want to know how you feel with trash though. What was trash about it?
Okay. I just personally, I just didn't like the song selection. I didn't think I didn't think the song selection outside of Not Like Us, I've been saying this over and over again, it's a given, right? He was going to perform that. Everybody was waiting on that, right? He could have performed that one record, bro, and walked off the stage, and everybody would have been cool. But he added other records. Those other records and the sound quality, the production was subpar. If you go back and watch it, right, I'm pretty sure they're going to re-air it. You're going to find it on YouTube. That very first song, the way it started, it just didn't hit. It didn't hit. It didn't grab your attention. It didn't keep your attention. The only reason why people really watched that Super Bowl performance, it's because they was waiting on not like us. I mean, they not like us.
I
Not like
don't feel
us,
like
nigga.
that's why people watch it. I feel like because they know what type of person Kendrick is, and he a symbolic person anyway. So they knew he was gonna like do the most and send a message for black people. I mean, just regardless, not even just for black people. This type of music he do, he a symbolic person. So they already knew how he was coming. So if you wanted to shake your like dance and do all this other stuff and like he ain't that type of rapper, you know what I'm saying? So like he trying to send a message, and I think that's what he did. It was not a performance like that everybody else wanted. So, but for the people who got it, we know where he was coming from when he did it. So
Okay,
I don't,
what
I
was,
don't understand why you saying it was trash. Like he did what he came to do.
okay, let me ask you a question. This is kind of aside from the Super Bowl. Name me the last hit record that Kendrick got. What was the last record that impactful outside of Not Like Us, which was an accidental hit record? It just one of those records during the diss when they was dissing each other back and forth. That was just a record that stuck with everybody. Outside of that, give me the last record that was impactful by Kendrick.
I can't just tell you the name of a record he done did, but what I can tell you is when you listen to his music, certain verses, certain bars, you can hear what the message he trying to get through for us. So I don't see why you coming over here knocking him when you see what kind of message he speaks to people. So I'm saying, what you knocking him for? Like, what you want him to talk about? Killing each other, selling drugs.
No, you can
What you
do
want him to say, bro? That's
you.
what. That's why
Okay,
I don't understand why black people is getting mad about this shit. Because
I'm
if he
not
was on
mad.
stage, listen, bro. If he was on stage talking about killing and selling drugs and calling women bitches and this and that and the third, y'all would be satisfied.
Hold
So
on, hey
you
family.
not satisfied?
Hold on, slow down. You cussing? You gonna get my live shut down?
My bad, my bad, my bad.
Okay, we can talk. I don't know why I'm talking with you,
Right.
but let's not get my live shut off.
I got you.
So okay, let me respond to what you're saying. He doesn't have no artist has to talk about murder or any of those subject matters, right? To have dope music. Can we agree with that?
Yeah.
Okay. So I don't want him to do any of that, right? I just wanted I don't care if you're talking about the yellow brick road. Just make me just talk about that yellow brick road so cold that I want to go down the yellow brick road. Do you understand what I'm saying? I don't care what the subject matter is or the topic. Just make it dope. I just didn't like the way I just didn't like it. I mean, I'm entitled to that, right? So, what was the last? Let me ask you this, family. What
Yeah,
was the
you are
last
you are
concert?
entitled
Have
to
you
shit.
ever?
Yeah.
Oh, let me ask you a question. What was the last concert you went to that you just didn't? It just wasn't hitting for you.
I feel what you're saying, but I feel like when they knew Kendrick was coming, it was gonna be what you trying to say it was gonna be. I feel what you're saying, but that's not what he was here
But
for.
that's
And
all.
this point in time, in America right now, that ain't what we need. You know what I'm saying? So he addressing to what people feeling right now. So that's what this is about. What you
Okay,
talking about? I
can I
feel
say
what you're
this?
talking about.
Can I ask you this? How long have black people been in kind of shambles within our own communities trying to fix us? How
A
long have we
long
been?
time.
Long
A
time,
long
long
time.
before Kendrick,
Facts.
right? But what are we
Facts.
still doing on a daily basis, my friend? We still taking each other out. Regardless, when Nip died, nobody stopped, right? Pac died, Biggie died, nobody stopped, right? PNG got, nobody stopped. Pop Smoke, nobody stopped. You know what I'm saying? So many have utilized so much energy trying to save us, and I don't want nobody to stop. But the same, this here's what I think is hypocritical. We say we want better, but we're not doing better.
Okay, listen, like I told my brother-in-law today. Okay, everybody in America, like black people in America, we want change, 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 change. But right now, what's happening is we want it, but when it comes, we not prepared for it yet. So this is our time to get prepared because when it comes, man. Yeah, we want it, we want it, we want it. But man, if it comes right now, we not prepared. So this is the time people need to be getting prepared, man. So while that message is being sent, we need to be getting prepared. So when it
Okay,
do
so
comes, we ready.
what you're saying is, and
We're
I'm not
not
trying to
ready
cut
right
you off.
now,
I'm
but
not
we
trying to
need
cut
to
you off.
change. We need
Right.
the change.
Right. So what I'm saying, D, is you're supposed to prepare. You know, I'm sure you know that. I can tell by just talking with you. You already know what I'm going to say. You're supposed to prepare for a time of. You're supposed to prepare for war in a time of what? In a time of peace.
Facts.
So when you go online, right, you can agree with this. Now I want to get off subject, but there's plenty of videos. If you don't go to, if you're a person that don't go to the library, if you live off your device and you live off Google and YouTube, right, there's endless videos on how to how to take care of your body, how to take care of your spiritual life, how to take care of your money, how to take care of your family. You can find anything you need to be better internally so you can help other people. Am I right or wrong?
Yeah, you right.
Okay. In my city, just recently, there was a dude who got out of prison, went and changed his life, gave his life to God, opened up. He went back to his same neighborhood where he grew up and went to prison at, opened up a shop. He was doing well. Somebody took him out, bro. You see what I'm saying? Every time somebody reaches to do something to help our community, and that ain't the first time in my city. I'm just giving you one story. You see what I'm saying? What I'm so every we're supposed to be moving forward. Every time somebody does, there's somebody out there who ain't on the same page trying to destroy.
But it's gonna be like that, brother. Listen, there's just one bad apple, bro. But there's, I
But
can
there's
compare.
plenty like go ahead. I'm
But
sorry,
I
I don't
can
want to cut you off. Go ahead, bro.
But what it sounds like to me and how people gonna be looking at you, it's like you gonna be the dude who did the unaliving. You know what I'm saying? Because like Kendrick, he trying to bring people to the forefront for the information, but then here you come and it sounds like you trying to stop him from doing that. Like that's what it's perceived to be, even though this might not be what it is, what you doing. But in a lot of people's eyes on this internet, on TikTok, that is what it look like you doing. Because you didn't
No,
come on your
when I broke
platform
down,
like.
when I broke down, hold on. All right, you out? All right, like um, when I spoke about why I didn't like it, I left it to the music, bro. The message and the
Okay.
revolution and the changing of the people, that's something different. I'm talking about the quality of the music and the artistry performance. That's all I was talking about was the music side. Do you see what I'm saying? That's why I gave the example. I don't care if you're talking about the yellow brick road. Make it sound dope. You see what I'm saying? There, and I said this at the beginning of my live, D. A lot of people that came in later on. I'm actually a Kendrick fan. I battle with my bro, one of my closest bros. I battle with him all the time. We just got done arguing today about how dope Kendrick is. Kendrick is a dope artist. I just didn't like last night. And I'm okay. I'm entitled to that.
Yeah, you is, you is,
You
you
see,
is.
you see what I'm saying? Like, I got every Kendrick album. I don't like every Kendrick album, but I got every Kendrick album. I'm a big fan of Kendrick. I just didn't like last night's setup.
I just
That's
I just feel like they put him on the biggest stage that he can be on in America, and I feel like he used his platform the way we want a lot of black athletes and entertainers to do. And I think he put that on stage the best way he could. You know what I'm saying? Like he couldn't get on stage and say nigga this, I mean N word this and BIT. He couldn't do all that, so he had to do it the best way he could to not, for them to let him do that. You know what I'm saying? Because if
right.
he did it really raw, the way he probably really wanted to do it, they wouldn't let him do it.
Because he's dealing with a corporation. He's dealing with a
Exactly.
major
So he
corporation.
did he did the best way he could, try to be symbolic, try to, you know what I'm saying, do it to where it's not over the top.
Okay, so let me ask you this, D. This goes for you. This is a question for you and everybody watching right now, right? So I keep saying in the comments, it wasn't about him. It wasn't about the Super Bowl performance being liked. Did we say the same thing when it was Usher? Did we say the same thing when it was Magic Jackson? Did we say the same thing when it was Beyonce? Did we say the same thing when it was Rihanna? No. We're saying this now. So when we was critiquing those same performances, the same way we're critiquing Kendrick's, why is it so different backlash? Now, Kendrick, and I lost my train of thought. What what I'm saying is, bro, everybody's talking about the message, right? What did they wake up and do this morning? Did they change anything? Or did they wake up and do their normal routine? See, we gotta, if we're gonna take that route, we gotta internalize the information, the message, and then wake up the next day and immediately start making changes. Slow change. They ain't gonna happen overnight, but slow
Yeah, you're
change.
right.
We just can't look at it and say, oh man, he gave us the message, and then go right back out and start. It's no different than going to church or to the mosque and saying, man, I do want better, and then leave right back out of there and go back out doing the same thing he was doing. That's hypocritical.
Yeah, you definitely right about that. But that's why I say it's the time for people to get prepared. You know what I'm saying? While the message is being delivered, you got to get prepared, man. Like he said, man, it's gonna be televised, man. If you don't say it right now over the internet, 9 times out of 10, they ain't gonna hear it, man. So it's gonna be televised. The youth is gonna hear it. I don't know why people think when he said that, like when he said it's gonna be televised, listen to what he's saying. The youth is gonna be influenced by this message because it's gonna be on the internet. And the youth is influenced by the internet more than anything in this world right now, man. Your kids is more influenced by the internet than you right now. And that's facts. So, man, like I said, man, it's a time for us to prepare right now, man, because change is gonna come and it's gonna start with us, but we gotta get prepared for that change before it happens, man, because it's
And
coming. I mean,
I
I'm talking
I
about a physical change, man. A physical change, man.
I agree with you 1,000%, family. But here's where the change begins. Change begins with self.
Facts.
So Pac was on the same mission many moons ago. Did we change anything? No. We continue to engage in self-destructive activities. You know what I mean? And it has not changed.
So you think the message should stop just because you
No, I'm
feel
not.
like it ain't?
No, I'm not saying. I said it earlier. I'm not saying stop anything. What I'm saying is people got to start taking action. Do you see what I'm saying? Right now, family, 14-year-old girl was slaughtered in my city in negative below zero temperatures, snow on the ground. Somebody shot this young girl in the park. The community did not step up to say who did it. The community did not step up and help the police to figure out who did it. They didn't know. The community did nothing. You know what the community did? It ain't my business. I ain't got nothing to do with that. You know what I'm saying? That's my problem. On one hand, we talk this good talk, but when it's time to step up and do something about something, we don't do it. And I mean, when I say we, I mean as a collective. I'm not pointing fingers at no one city, state, person. I'm saying as a collective, nobody does nothing. So when stuff happens, that's why they don't take us seriously, bro. You kill a 14-year-old girl, the police go to the neighborhood, they ask everybody what happened. Oh, no, we ain't got nothing, ain't got nothing to do with that. Man, get out of here with that. We ain't telling, we ain't snitching. So now that family gets no justice. We don't get no killer off the street, and we just keep the cycle going over and over and over again.
Yeah,
And I don't know what city you from, family, but I'm pretty sure it didn't happen in your city too.
yeah. My brother died in 2008 by, you know what I'm saying?
Sorry to
So,
hear that.
yeah,
And
I feel what you're saying, though.
and so that's what I'm saying, bro. Like I I don't want Kendrick to stop. I want Kendrick to be Kendrick till the end of time. But if people are going to take this stance, then they got to do something. Stop talking and do something. When you see something, you say something.
I feel it's a lot of people out here who are doing something. They just not getting the recognition that other people getting, man.
Because
But
when you really doing something from the heart, family, you don't look for it.
facts.
And that's in the word. You don't even look for it, you just do it. That's what somebody was asking me, um, somebody was asking me in the comments, what do you do? I do it every day. In real life, I just don't document it. When I'm giving somebody money, or if I'm talking to this person here trying to talk them off for doing something dirty, or I ain't gonna get too deep into it because we on live, I don't record that. But what most
Yep.
people do these days, they record it because they really looking for the clout. The clout chasers are the ones who are posting it. The people offline, I got two phones, bro. I don't post none of that stuff. It ain't meant to be posted. What you really do from the heart never touches the light.
See, that's true. See, now I feel like if you would have came on your TikTok, I mean, and this your TikTok, so you can say what you want. If you would have came on your TikTok preaching how you preaching right now, I don't think most of these comments would have went the way they going, man. But like, I feel what you're saying. So from one brother to another, man, I did what you're saying, man. You know what I'm saying? So
It's like when we get into these real conversations, Now, because see, the conversation has shifted. We having a real conversation now. So it's time for me to get real. That conversation about Kendrick's performance was an entertainment conversation. Do you dig what I'm saying? This
Yeah.
is, once you grab that microphone and you got music behind it, you are now entertaining, you are performing. And I, as a person, a fan of music, is allowed to critique it. When I was an artist and I stepped on stage, people critiqued my performance.
Yeah, but I think he feel like he bigger than just a performer though. Like I said, he the type of person who he try to send symbolic message to the people, to
And,
his people. You know what I'm saying?
and that
So I think
and
that's what he's trying to do, man.
and I dig all that, man. And I just, again, I was just, it's not what you do, it's how you do it. And
Yeah.
I just wasn't sold. I was actually excited to see what he was going to do, honestly. Because again, I am a fan of Kendrick. But bro, I was on my phone just, it lost my attention instantly. I wasn't bought in. Now, when Not Like Us came out, I looked up, but outside of that, bro, I couldn't tell you what happened in that performance because it's a blur to me.
It was a lot of subliminals in the performance, man.
Somebody
And,
said, but you love Trump. This has nothing to do. See what I'm saying? Why can't we
yeah.
stay on topic? Why can't we stay on the subject matter at hand? What Trump got to do with this? I don't even know Trump.
But nah, man, I'm gonna let you get through with your little live, man. Man, I appreciate you letting me up though, man.
No problem.
You know
100,
what
man.
I'm saying?
Appreciate the combo, fam.
Oh, facts, facts,
100.
facts. All right.
Yep. And that's the conversations I like. Respectful conversations. We can go back and forth. We can agree to disagree. All that. That's the conversations that we are supposed to have. All that disrespectful stuff y'all be doing. That's why I start doing what I do. Because y'all don't know how to, Mr. Fly Guy. What's happening, bro?
What's good with you, my boy?
Man, you know what I mean? You know, just trying to talk to the people, man. But now my
I ain't
man's
trying
right
to
there,
hit you
D.
though.
My man D, who I just got off the line with, that's the type of conversations I like having. You
I
dig
was
what
listening to it. Y'all. It was definitely agreed. You know what I mean? And I liked it my dang self. You know what I mean?
And I
Cause
go ahead,
I
bro. I'm
kind
sorry.
of agree with you. Like I like Kendrick, but I love the message, but I didn't like the performance.
And that's all I'm saying.
You know what I
That,
mean? And
that's
it's
all,
like, and I'm with you because it's like all I was seeing, it was like, oh, y'all lazy, y'all missed the message. It was like, wait, y'all probably the same people still going to the white Christian church talking about, you know what I'm saying? Let me go over here and get this Jesus in me. Like, come on now. If we're going to do the black power, do it all the way. Don't do it halfway.
my thing is whatever you believe is what you believe, right? As long as you are doing for your community and your people, that's all I care about. See what let me take this angle with it, right? When Shaq goes somewhere and he's helping, you see Shaq online all the time giving away free stuff, just giving away and just giving stuff, just giving away. You never see him once with a phone in his hand
Right.
doing what he's doing. It's other people that post what Shaq do. Shaq don't do none of that because when you, like I just told D, when you're doing it from the heart, you don't, it don't go on. You don't do it for the clout. You don't do it to see how many views and clicks you get. Too many times I've seen people online doing that just because they want somebody to say, "Oh, you just such a great person." I don't know what kind of intent you got behind that.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? But when you do it from the heart, man, you just do it and you move on about your day.
All day. And
I do that in real. I can call people on the phone. They'll tell you I do this in real life every single day. I never post it because it's not meant to be posted somebody else's business. You see
because
what I'm
it's
saying?
pure. It's
It's
pure.
not.
You know what I mean?
So when I speak about, because D was speaking about, we need to come together, we need to do better, and that's a fact. We've been needing to do better,
Definitely.
but
Like when Pac was here, we been needing to do better.
yeah, we've been needing to do better. So why haven't we done better yet? I tell you why. Because for some odd reason, we have a problem with coming together, unifying, and doing right. It's like doing wrong feels better than doing right in our community.
You're right though. Cause I think that's what they used to. You know what I mean? just is, coming from where we come from. I don't know your walk of life, but coming from
Yeah.
where I come from, that's all we seen was doing wrong. You know what I mean?
Now check this out, Miss Fly Guy. Check this out, right? And your name is Fly Guy. You want to know
Yeah.
something funny? This is a real fact. When I was rapping back in the early '90s, my record label was called Fly Guy Records. Real spill. I'm telling you, there's no lie. That's so. But everybody, no matter what city and state you in the black community, everybody knows these next set of people that I'm going to talk about. Everybody on this live knows exactly what I'm talking about. Everybody in every black community in the city and state know who the dope boy is in the neighborhood.
True.
Ain't done nothing about it. Everybody know who the pedophile is in the neighborhood. Ain't nobody done nothing about it. Everybody know who the woman beater is in the neighborhood. Ain't nobody done nothing about it. Everybody know, you know
You
what I mean?
right though. This is facts though.
Everybody know who the goon is in the neighborhood. Ain't nobody done nothing about it. When the police come around and they get to asking questions, people turn their head. But they'll go back in their house. Man, that's messed up what old boy did, such and such, man. That's cold business. Hey, knock, knock, knock. Hey, this is Sergeant, such and such. Can you tell? No, I don't know nothing about it. I don't know. I, I don't know.
Those
I
facts
don't know
though,
nothing
cause
about it.
you know the no snitch. You right though, for real, cause and that don't become a part until it's somebody close to them. Now it's
Exactly.
okay to start telling and
Ex-
stuff like that. It's like, no,
Come on now.
wait.
Come
You
on
know what I
now.
mean? Wrong is wrong and right is right. You know what I mean? And it's
Come on
funny
now.
because I just had somebody, they got mad at me because I was with you. I was like, man, I like the message Kendrick was sending, but he should have had a different selections of songs for me. You know what I mean? He should have played more of the hits. And this is one of my favorite albums I do like about it. Him, this new Gen and X.
Mm.
But I just felt like some of the songs he picked and the way he was performing them, they was dry. You know what I
Thank
mean?
you. Thank
It was
you.
like
That's all I was telling people, man.
he should have picked a few different hits and performed it with a different type. And I say this with you, like, you say, haven't you been to a concert that you never did? Sometimes you just didn't like. And I would say is, man, I'm a big fan of Alicia Keys.
Mm.
Big fan. I just went to see her maybe like a year ago and was very disappointed. Like, I thought she could have did better. You know what I mean?
It
And
happens.
sometimes it be like that. It's like we not we know who Kendrick is. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody can't say nothing about him and his music. You know what I'm saying? We know who he is. He's good at what he do. We know that. But when you looking at the performance and I'm like you, I used to rap myself. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So when you looking at the performance from that standpoint, it's like, dang, man, he should have picked a
Come
couple
on,
different
man.
type of songs.
Come
You know what
on,
I'm
man.
saying?
That's what I'm saying. A lot of people that's coming don't understand where I'm coming from the music standpoint.
That's all we saying.
That's all
Yeah.
I'm talking about is like I was telling D, you could be talking about the yellow brick road. I want you to talk about that yellow brick road so cold, man. Like, you make me want to go get on one and paint my sidewalk yellow. Like, that's what music's supposed to do. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And I think Kendrick just didn't give me that. Bishop, hold on real quick, Fly Guy. The Bishop the Great, man. I see you. What's up, family? It's been a long time, bro. Damn, I'm almost reported there. Hold on a second. So that's the only thing what we saying. I'm glad somebody who understands that part of it. That's the only thing I'm talking about is just the music, the selection, the way you come in. It's no different. If it wasn't the Super Bowl, right? Say it wasn't the Super Bowl. It was a normal concert. Kendrick doing a big concert at the Staples Center. It's still you. Even when you do the verses, it's the song selection.
Definitely.
Do you put this song first or do you put it last? Do you put it in the middle or do you put it towards the end? Do you do a whole song of this or do you do a snippet and do a whole song of the other? That's what I'm talking about.
Yep. And I got it. You know what I mean? And that's what's crazy because I was thinking he could have let SZA do like one more song or something like that. Like, I definitely just thought he should have just had a different selections of song for me. You know what I mean?
I just think They already had Kendrick. Yeah, he got the hottest song of the year. But that's what I'm saying. They could have did this. They could have had Kendrick could have did one record. He could have just did that one record and then brought on and let Wayne perform, Drake, No Limit, Cash Money, and let that be the whole set and gave everybody a little bit of that time and called that the halftime performance. But he didn't need the full time because he doesn't have enough. But he already performed those records the last Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So now we need something else. So I'll tell you what, Kendrick, you do not like us and pick another record. Then we're gonna go let Wayne do. We're gonna let Wayne close it out. No Limit. We give you 5. We give Cash Money 5. We're gonna let Wayne close like or something like that. But that's just my man. Yeah, you understand exactly why I was like. That's only I'm saying when you're an artist and you gotta pick and you gotta do a performance of this magnitude. Sound selection and how you come in and everything, it matters.
It definitely does.
It
It
matters.
definitely does.
It matters, man. But I definitely appreciate it, man. I got some more people want to get on. I know somebody want to chew my head off. So
Well, I appreciate it. Yeah, I just wanted to tell you, I definitely understand where you was coming from, bro.
I
I
definitely
appreciate it.
100 Fly Guy. Take care, bro.
You too.
Always was an A+.
One shot.
Hey, boss. Hey,
What's good with
boss.
it, Chief?
Hey, boss. Hold on. I got to step outside for this. Hold on.
Oh no, I know this ain't go good.
Yeah, hold on, boss. Hold on, because I'm in my living room right now. Hold on, boss.
Okay.
Hold on.
All right.
So, first off, let me say this. The song selection by Kendrick was very strategic, bruh. Understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
Second,
Talk to
second
me.
of all,
Talk to me.
second of all, you saying, I'm going to address something else that you said. You saying the song selection, listen, Kendrick Lamar is not a rapper that everybody is a fan of. You know what I'm saying? So all that Mad Dog, all that shit, you know what I'm saying? All that shit back then, Kendrick can't perform that shit. I say that to say this. We all seen when Kendrick performed at the Grammys. You know what I'm saying? We
Hold
all
on, one
seen.
shot. One shot. Do me a favor, bro. We live, so the language. So I don't want to get cut off.
Okay, I'm sorry.
All right.
We all seen when Kendrick performed at the Grammys. The song selection pick for the Grammys was for the Grammys. You know what I'm saying? Everything that Kendrick performed at the Super Bowl was strategic, bruh. Every song, the squabble up, TV off, all that was strategic. You know what I'm saying? Now, second of all, let me say this, bruh. Let me say this, because I just had a discussion with somebody else on the panel. You saying Lil Wayne, No Limit, he could have did the whole New Orleans thing, correct? That's what you said?
Yeah.
Bruh, the Super Bowl is one of the biggest sporting events of the year. There's 1 million people watching. Taylor Swift is in the audience, bruh. What in the hell was Master P gonna perform at the Super Bowl? Please tell me, bruh. Please tell me what anybody from No Limit Records was gonna perform at the Super Bowl. We talking about the Super Bowl, not some block party. We talking about the Super Bowl. There's 100,000 cameras. There's 200,000 channels showing this shit. They were streaming this shit for free.
Hey man.
I'm
Cussing,
sorry.
man.
I'm sorry. They were streaming it for free, bro. What was Master P gonna perform at the Super Bowl, bro?
Okay,
Please tell me what
let me
song, and not on top of that,
okay.
what song was Lil Wayne? What song? What list? Yeah. I see your face. What song was Lil Wayne going to perform at the Super Bowl? Now, mind you, who's picking these people to perform at the Super Bowl? Jay-Z. Jay-Z is in tune. They Not Like Us was the biggest song of the year.
Correct.
Bro, please, I'm gonna land my plane with this.
Okay.
Please tell me one song. Please tell me one song that Lil Wayne could have performed. That I understand. You might think Lil Wayne is a hot rapper. You probably think Lil Wayne is one of the greatest of all time. This, that, and the other. I get all that. But bro, I'm gonna land my plane with this. Please tell me one song that Lil Wayne could perform at the Super Bowl of all places. What song, brother?
Okay. Now
All right,
you said a
I
lot, so
land.
I gotta go back.
I land. Go ahead.
Right. I gotta go back.
Go
I
ahead.
just want to go back to this.
All right.
You said this is the Super Bowl,
Exactly.
biggest sporting event in the world.
Exactly.
Millions of people watch. They spending millions of dollars on advertising.
Exactly. Hold on, not to
What
cut you off. It's $8 million for a commercial spot, but go ahead.
got you? Master P. What song
Exactly.
could he have performed?
Exactly.
Because you're
Please,
thinking he doesn't have the fit. But is not Crip walking a bad look in front of 8
brother.
million people?
Brother, did we see the pop out concert? Did you see the pop out show
Hold on,
Kendrick did?
hold on. I wanna answer. Crip walking is gang stuff, right?
Exactly.
Crips.
Okay.
We are
Exactly.
we have
Ex-
commercialized Crip walking, and the
exactly.
Crips have killed thousands of people.
Brother, the Crip walk was normalized 15 years ago, brother. The Crip walk ain't just got normalized.
It ain't never been on the Super Bowl.
Okay, go
So
ahead.
what I'm saying is, if the Crip walk is acceptable, Wayne and Master P can be acceptable,
Okay,
fellas.
but listen. Let me address that. Did we see who was doing the Crip walk?
Snoop did the Crip walk.
No, brother. Did we? Oh, I forgot all about that. You ain't see Snoop Crip
Yeah,
walking.
come on
But
now.
listen,
Come
last night,
on.
last night, did we see
And
who? Did we see
Snoop,
who was
hold
doing
on,
the
hold
Crip
on one
walk?
shot. Hold on.
Go
I
ahead.
gotta get this out. Snoop had on all blue, Crip
Exactly.
colors, and he was
Exactly.
repping a gang with a flag. Come on, man.
Exactly.
Come on,
Exactly.
man. So
But
we can
last night, did we see who was doing the Crip walk? Who was
yes,
that doing the Crip walk? Who was that?
Serena Williams.
What is her ties to Drake?
That's his ex, from my understanding.
Okay, that's it, brother. You didn't see what you seen at the pop out show when he had the pop out show. When he had the Crips, the Bloods, the Hoovers, the this, the that. When he had all of them on stage and everybody was Crip walking, Pyru walking, Blood walking. You know what I'm saying? All that was going on at the pop out show. Correct? There was a reason that only Serena Williams was doing the Crip walk. It was all towards who? Drake. There was a reason that
That makes
Scissor,
sense.
there was a reason that Scissor was on that stage. You know why? That was all thrown at Drake. Scissor is his ex too.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So
I pick up what you're putting down,
now,
but I'm
now,
saying I'm responding to what you said as far as Master P and them not being a good fit based
okay,
on this. When I'm
but
using
bro,
gang affiliation,
listen,
should not have been a good fit
but
either.
but for some reason you still ain't answer my question, bro. What song was Master P gonna perform at the Super Bowl? What song, brother? That's what I want to know. What song?
His biggest hit.
What?
He could have did make him say,
Brother, it is 2025. You know
What that
nobody
mean?
want to hear. Brother, don't nobody want to hear that shit, bro. Don't nobody want to hear
Ah,
that
man, you
crap,
killing me,
brother.
fam.
I'm sorry, but don't
All
nobody
right,
want to
hold on.
hear.
Hey, D, hey, one shot. How old are you, family? You don't mind me asking.
I'm 50.
So you older than me. You
Yes.
from you from
Exactly.
my era.
Exactly. So this
So
is what I'm asking you.
hold on.
You think they gonna put Master P on stage to get up there and say,
So because okay, so you're saying because P quote unquote was an underground, didn't have really commercial records, but Dre did. That makes it unacceptable.
No, I'm not saying, bro, and I understand somebody in the comments that go to New Orleans and say that. I understand you can't say that in New Orleans. I get all that. I get all that. You know what I'm saying? I get all that. I get all that 100% what you're saying. But again, who is selecting these artists to perform at the Super Bowl?
I get you. Okay, so let's use
Jay
that.
Z.
Hold on, let's use that one shot. Let's use that. Let's throw away P, Cash Money, them two, because Wayne is an international star. Drake is one of the biggest stars in the world. Nicki's one of the biggest stars in the world. So we can't use those three as an example.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so you mean to tell me Nicki couldn't have did it? Drake couldn't have did it? Wayne, I don't know what kind of condition. Everybody keep telling me Wayne is he ain't in the condition to do it no more. So let's say Wayne ain't in the condition no
He's in junkie condition, but carry on.
more. Okay, so but Drake easily could have done it, but that was a move by Jay.
Exactly.
So that means that throws out Nicki. And you
Exactly.
but it's easily Kendrick could have easily been replaced with somebody else who could have gave just a better
Okay,
performance.
brother. Give me an artist. Give me an artist. Well, I'm not gonna say an artist. We talk about Jay Z here. Give me a rapper that had a bigger song that They Not Like Us last year.
I don't know off top. I don't know off top. I ain't gonna lie to you. I mean, right off hand, I couldn't tell you.
It wasn't about it being Kendrick. It was about, let's just say, if Peter Paul from Westcaloosa, Mississippi would have made They Not Like Us. Peter Paul from Westcaloosa, Mississippi would have been performing at the Super Bowl, boss. It's the song itself. That song just won 5 Grammys, bro. It's the song. Jay-Z know what he doing. This is not a bunch of people sitting around at a table and just say, "Oh, let's get the guy Kendrick." It's not that. Jay-Z did that strategically. Jay-Z
hold on
could
one
have got
shot. I gotta
anybody.
address something real quick. Hold on. It be people like this, man. See, I like what you're doing, right? You come on here, we can respectfully have a dialogue. Mr. Fly Guy just came on. D was on. I can do this for hours with y'all because it's respectful. We come from this, but then you got somebody here. You must have a white wife. Like, what?
Yeah, see what that got to do. What that got to do with anything,
What
boss.
that got to do with anything?
But I've been having this discussion. Listen. I was with my brother last night. You know what I'm saying? I was with my brother last night. Me and a few of the homies. We watching the game, and you know what I'm saying. They all on their Lil Wayne thing too, and they was upset. You know what I'm saying? They was mad. But I had to ask them the same thing I just asked you, bro. What was Lil Wayne gonna get up there and perform? What?
Wayne. Now I'm gonna tell you from personal experience, right?
Okay.
I've actually watched Wayne up close and personal in his prime
Okay.
perform. Like I was doing my media thing, right? I'm at
Yeah.
the stage. He performed with Chris Brown and he performed with Neo.
What year was that?
Woo. I know what you're trying to say. But it was some years back.
What year was that, brother?
It was some years back, family. I ain't gonna lie to you. It was some years back. But you said was something, man, no matter what record, Wayne could pull from anywhere. I tell you this.
No, he can't.
I tell you this. Don't nobody want no verses with Wayne or Drake.
Listen, no, he can't. And performing at the Super Bowl, he can't pull out anything, bro. You know how many people are watching? Bro, do you realize Taylor Swift was in the audience, bro?
Yeah, a lot of people was in the audience.
No, if Taylor Swift was in the audience, that's a whole nother 20 million people watching. You know what I'm saying, bro? What he gonna get up there? Cause my brother, I had to get on my brother last night, even though we was drinking the dirty brown. You know what I'm saying? And my brother said Lil Wayne could go up there and perform Lollipop. I like to punch my brother in his damn throat. I like to punch my brother in his damn throat.
So let me ask you this, man.
What's going on?
Wayne got that man has sold a lot of records.
Understand that.
So that means he has hit records.
But you got to look at
that appeal to a mass audience outside of the black community. Because you know, in the record business, once you get outside 500,000 sales, you have now moved into the white community.
But listen to this, brother. And I understand. I know you understand what I'm saying when I'm about to say, because you're a little bit older, brother. This generation is not trying to hear Lil Wayne, brother.
They still got Lil Wayne left in them.
No, brother. Let me say,
got a little bit of Wayne left in them.
I got a 15-year-old son, right? And I say that to say this. I got a 15-year-old son. And you can't tell my son Kendrick ain't the best thing since sliced bread, brother. You know what I'm saying? Like, my son know that whole GNX album word for word, brother. And I had to sit and I listen to my brother, because I sit and I listen to my son. I had to tell my son, I said, listen, I ain't always been a Kendrick Lamar fan. When Kendrick first came out, my thing was Kendrick was a backpack rapper from Compton. My son don't know what a backpack rapper is. He's 15 years old. You understand what I'm saying? The very first time that I actually listened to Kendrick Lamar, he was on Nipsey albums. He was on Nipsey Hussle's album.
I first heard him when he was featured on the song with J-Rock. And honestly, I didn't like Kendrick. I didn't know who that was.
I've never been a Kendrick Lamar fan. You know what I'm saying? I've never been a Kendrick Lamar fan. Like I said, to me, like I said, I just told you how old I am, so you know what era I come from. You know what I'm saying? He's always been a backpack rapper from Compton. That's how I used to explain Kendrick Lamar. You understand what I'm saying? When I heard him on Nipsey Hussle's album, that was the first time I ever said, "Oh shit, I gotta bring that back." You know what I'm saying? Because he was on Nipsey's album. You know what I'm saying? I've been rocking with Nipsey.
Now I'm gonna tell you this one shot. I never was a Nipsey fan. I couldn't stand it. But when I came into Nip was when the album Lap.
Victory Lap?
Victory Lap.
Listen, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I've been rocking with Nipsey, I think, since like 2016. I ain't even gonna lie to you, bro. I
So
ain't gonna
that
lie to you.
album right there,
Yeah,
classic to me. That made me go back and pull up all the archives from there.
yeah,
I
yeah,
said, dang, I really didn't understand. I
yeah,
missed out. And I
yeah,
just started going through I started going through bro, I went through the entire catalog, fam. I was the only thing I was listening to because I was trying to go back and figure out where did I not click with this. So
yeah.
I went from Victory Lap on back.
Nah, I was rocking with Nipsey way before Victory Lap. You know what I'm saying? Like when he
Yeah,
dropped Victory Lap, it was fine. I was like, finally. You know what I'm saying? After all this time, my man really got an album out. You know what I'm saying? So I've been rocking with Nipsey. But far as the show go last night, and what people got to understand is, I know they looking at it as it was bigger than Drake, bro. You know what I'm saying? When Kendrick first, the first thing Kendrick said when he was standing on that car, if you go back,
mhm,
Kendrick said the revolution will be televised.
right.
That right there, when Kendrick said that, I said, "Oh, Kendrick about to be on his bullshit." I mean, he about to be on one. He said the revolution, will, as us being us
Right.
are our people.
Mhm.
When they say the revolution will be televised, that right there tells you the mindset that Kendrick was on. What he said? He said, "You got the right time, but the wrong guy." I knew it then. I said, "Oh, Kendrick about to act up." And I said that sitting in my brother's living room. I said, "Y'all bugging." I said, "Kendrick about to act up. Man, I ain't trying to see this, man. Lil Wayne should be there." You know what I'm saying? I
Now
said,
I'm
"Here,
not
yeah."
I didn't have that sentiment when I was watching it. I really wanted to see what he was going to have, but when he started out, it started out dry. It wasn't a I don't and
What,
somebody else said,
what up, Shot?
"What's good? I thought you was
But
gone."
nah, I'm here. But how can you say he started out dry when the first thing that man said is the revolution will be televised?
I mean, okay,
That's the first thing he said. He said the
but
revolution will be televised.
right, but that doesn't. When I say that, I'm talking about song selection, my friend. When I'm talking about the song selection,
I ain't get that. I was up spilling my henny and everything, brother. You know, see, I ain't
I'm
even gonna lie. My brother girl got mad. She, "You gonna take your drunk butt out my
look,
house?"
somebody else even said like it was dry. It was dry. That's my opinion though. That's just how I viewed it. Right. And again, I am a Kendrick fan. I want to keep saying that because I think people keep missing that. Like I'm a fan. All right. Let me put it like this. Let me so I can paint you a clear picture of where I'm coming from. Too Short is
Okay.
my favorite rapper of all time. Yeah, okay.
You don't got.
Let's get
Go
that.
ahead, brother. Go ahead,
Okay.
brother. Go ahead, brother.
I'm an 80s baby, right? Too Short is my favorite rapper of all time. He's not the best rapper of all time. Do you understand what I'm saying? He's just my
Okay.
favorite rapper of all time.
Okay.
I don't even mess with Too Short no more because the music ain't hitting. When I
Okay.
saw, I was in Vegas for 6 months, right? Too Short came to town. I said, every time Too Short's around, I go see my favorite artist. That's what you do when you're a fan, right? You go see your favorite artist. Bro, I went to that. I got it, and I actually got in for free because I knew some people. I said, man, what is this book? I said, oh, no, never again. Because that's the second time in a row that I had been to a show and he just act like he don't even care no more. So
Like,
I'm not about to keep going watching that.
people would have had that same mentality seeing Lil Wayne junkie self on that stage, brother. Like, what the
But
hell is this, brother?
yeah, but do you see what I'm saying? I'm saying so I'm critiquing my favorite artist who used to perform and give his you know what I mean, give his best. Now he putting the microphones in his back pocket. He's sitting on the stage. He doing everything but singing the raps.
No, I get it, brother, but
That's the only
that
thing I was doing with Kendrick. I just didn't care for the
what Kendrick, somebody in the comments just said, you know what I'm saying, y'all want to be danced and not entertained. I agree with that, brother. That whole performance went over people's head, brother. It went over a lot of people's head.
I'll tell you what I do
It, it
because
went over.
I respect this conversation, right? And the way you came out, the first thing you said to me, it was strategic. I respect the conversation. I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do. You make sure I'm gonna follow you, you follow me, and we're gonna
For sure.
revisit this. I'm gonna
For
go
sure.
back and watch it.
Nah, but listen, I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you something.
Respectfully, I'm gonna go back and watch it.
I'm gonna tell you something to pay attention to. When they was all lined up, you know what I'm saying, on that platform or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
bro, did you realize that was the American flag?
Yeah.
The that's what I'm saying. It's stuff like that where it was so strategic. You know what I'm saying? Kendrick couldn't get into his catalog because his catalog wasn't his catalog wasn't for that moment. This is the Super Bowl. You gotta show out. You gotta show up and show out. That's why he did the squabble up, the TV off. You see at the end of the show, what's the name of the song? TV off, right? So what Kendrick do? He put his finger out as if it was the remote. When Kendrick did that, the whole stadium went dark. And what did you see? And what did you see in the audience? It said game over.
Right.
Everything that man did was strategic last night. It wasn't about it wasn't about it being entertaining. Screw it being entertaining, brother. I got something to say. You know what I'm saying? I got something to say. And if you see, he didn't even perform the whole They Not Like Us. He did one verse from it.
Right.
That's all he had to do. You know what I'm saying? You see how he kept teasing people with it. I should do y'all favorite song. You know what? I ain't even gonna do it right now. You know what I'm saying? It was a message, bro. That man was being very strategic last night. You know all that Pulitzer Prize stuff? Kendrick ain't won Pulitzer Prize for no reason, bro. That man know what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? I don't see how somebody can say it's the worst halftime ever. You know what I'm saying? I get it. You got your opinion. I'm not mad at you, but Kendrick is what rapper you know is actually a Pulitzer Prize winner, bro?
Hey, one shot. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna be able to take all these people that's in, but you got about 4 or 5 people wanting to get in. I'm not being able to take all these people. I've been on here for a minute.
Yeah, but, man, I'm gonna get up out of here, man. I gotta go roll something up myself. But I just wanted to come in and holler at you, boss. But I'm definitely following you, King. You know what I'm saying? And we can. Somebody say, yeah, I just want to dance.
I don't even dance, man. I just, like I said, but because the way you laid out your argument, I'm gonna go back and watch it because this is what me and my dogs do every day, bro. We battle it out on the phone, and then we'll go revisit something. Then they might call me or I'll call them. Like, you know what, bro, you was right. Or they'll tell me, bro, you was right. You know what I mean? That's how you handle it. All this disrespectful stuff people be doing in the comments, you know why? Why I do what I do to them. I keep agitating and aggravating them because you're being out of pocket. And I'll raise their blood pressure.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Somebody said Lil Wayne should have did it. Somebody say Lil Wayne should have did it. I get it. Y'all saying that because it was in New Orleans. I guarantee you this. I'm gonna land my plane with this. I ain't gonna say this, do you? Nobody on America would have mentioned Lil Wayne's name if the Super Bowl wasn't in New Orleans last night. Nobody.
I agree with that. I can agree with that.
Nobody.
I can agree with that.
Nobody would be mentioning Dwayne Carter's name if the Super Bowl wasn't in New Orleans last night. That's my whole point with this whole thing. Now, y'all.
Somebody, real quick, I know you got to go. Jonathan James said the message was good, the performance was trash. Now, maybe, okay, I can roll with that. If the message might have been there, but the performance wasn't. So I'm gonna go back and watch it. I'm gonna inbox you, and I'm gonna go back.
Get back to me, King. I just want to stop in, man. I appreciate you for having me, King. You know what I'm saying? But I definitely just followed you, man. But you know what I'm saying? Anytime I see you on the live or whatever, I stop on there, King. Thank you for having me, boss.
100, family. Take care, bro. All right. Let me see. I'm gonna take one more because I gotta go. What's happening, bro?
What's good with you, bro? You doing all right today, man?
Yeah, man. I'm good, man. What's on your mind, bro?
Man, I'm trying to figure out.
You doing all right today, man?
Yeah, man. Some feedback, bro. What's on your mind, bro?
Man, I'm trying to figure out. You doing all right today, man?
Yeah, man. Some feedback, bro. What's on your mind, bro?
Man, I'm trying to. Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yeah, we good.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with that, but are you familiar with the term alchemy?
Yeah, I'm familiar with it.
So alchemy is the means of transformation and creation, manifestation. Yeah. So that's exactly what Kendrick did during this performance. It was alchemy in motion. From what I saw as a black man in America, The message that I got from his performance last night was for us as Black Americans, for us to take a stand. We got to exert our power, and we have to really learn the rules to this game. And that's what Samuel L. was there to convey. He asked Kendrick, do you know the rules to the game? Well, you better tighten up, is what he told him. So us as Black people, we are involved in a game. America is a corporation, it's a business.
Right.
And we're not business minded because we're just lollygagging in life. We're not really focused on what's going to make our situation better. And the thing that really stuck out to me that a lot of people haven't talked about is the part in the actual performance where he was the head of the snake. When you go back and watch it again, the Luther song was playing, If This World Was Mine was the sample. And a lot of people are confused on what a snake is. And a snake is another representation for transformation. Because what does a snake do? A snake sheds its skin. And now it has a new skin.
Hold on real quick. I'll be done in a minute. I'll be here in a second. All right. My bad, bro. Go ahead, family. You there? Yo.
Yeah, can you hear me, bro?
Yeah.
Okay. So are you familiar with Kundalini energy?
No, I'm not gonna lie to you. No, I'm not.
So Kundalini is Jacob's ladders in the Bible. So the Kundalini energy is something that we all have as humans. The Kundalini, the snake, it starts at the base of your spine and it rises up the 32 ladders of Jacob's ladder to enter your heavenly mind, your God mind. So as him walking across as the head of the snake, that was the alchemy in motion, where he's telling you that you have to tap into yourself and grow from your lower self, where you just want to hear music and you just concerned about how it makes you feel and you just want to dance. Well, you got to step up to your godhood. It's time for you to really look at the message and understand what you're seeing, because that's where we are lost as Black men, especially as Black people, where we don't see what's written behind and underneath the lines. We are only stuck on the surface, where we just surface dwellers, where we don't like to think deep and we don't like to think critically. And that's the issue with us as Black people. We don't know how to think critically and we don't want to. And that's why.
I'm gonna stop real quick. I don't mean to interrupt you. I'm gonna stop there.
Are you good?
I disagree. We critically think when we want to, when it's convenient, and when it's something we want to critically think about.
Mm-hmm. So what Kendrick told you in that performance is it's 40 acres and a mule. This is bigger than music. So how does that make you critically think that this is more than a performance? Mm-hmm. This is more than a show. He's offering something to help us progress, because since we've been in this country, nothing has changed. Absolutely nothing has changed.
Okay, let me ask you this, though. Mm-hmm. Nothing has changed, but have we changed?
On an individual level, yes, but as a collective, no. We are in our silos as Black men. We're doing things, but when do we come together and do something as a whole? We don't.
Like I was telling D earlier, we still haven't gotten over this I'm not telling this snitching thing, right? Because there's a young girl that was killed in my city, 14 years old. Police went around like they normally do. Hey, did you see anything? They ain't got nothing to do with me. Tell them nothing. They just killed another brother in my city. He just got out of prison, changed his life, gave his life over, opened up a barbershop in the same community he grew up in, trying to do good. Somebody walked in and walked him down.
Mm-hmm. And trust me.
So what I'm saying is, I understand what you're saying. Individually, some of us are doing great things, but as collective, man, we still got the wrong mindset. You got Kendrick. Okay, let's go with your theory right here. Kendrick's giving out messages, and long before Kendrick, Denzel Washington gave a message in one of his movies when he told the young man, "You don't know what death is. You have no idea what death is. Do something with your life while you still have a chance." That was the message. Menace Society was a message. Boys in the Hood was a message. South Central was a message. Tupac was a message. KRS-One was a message. We've been getting the message. But the problem is we don't do anything. Mm-hmm. And when somebody comes along and does something, we wipe them out.
Yeah. I mean, I'm in agreement with you on that, because I'm a barber. I'm here in Louisville, Kentucky. My barbershop's in the most crime-infested part of Louisville. But my barbershop is the light surrounded by all of this darkness.
Mm.
I build barbershops in middle schools. I have 3 schools where I have barbershops inside the schools, using it as
Wow.
a means to mentor the young men, give them a safe space, somewhere where they can find a mentor, where they can find a listening ear or a shoulder that they can lean on. So that's what I'm doing as an individual. But as a barber, I have to do more outreach because the barbershop is the only institution that we control as black men. We don't control anything else in this world except for the barbershop. So in knowing that, that's the black man's country club. So we as black men, we can come into the barbershop and we can talk about any and everything. Any and
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
But it goes back to the fact that we are only working in silos. We have to start to come together. And I'm going to say this. I've done some lobbying work in the past. And one thing that I can honestly say about Republicans is that they are always on code and they are always fall in line. No matter what the issue is, they are going to fall in line. And we as black folks, we have to learn from that lesson. And especially here with Kendrick. No, who cares if you didn't like the performance? Well, guess what? You got to follow in line and say, okay, I understand that message. If we were to do that, begin to fall in line in unison on every single issue, we can right the ship. We can correct, what's going on in our lives if we
So,
all fall in line.
so let me ask you this. So people who recognize that it was a message that Kendrick, it was more about a message than a performance. Okay, cool. You got those same individuals who woke up this morning and still walk the same path they was walking before the message, even though they recognize the message, right? They know it's a message. They understand, they internal, they can explain it, did nothing different the next day.
And
Here's my problem, bro. If we're going to talk that talk, and I'm not speaking about you individual, I'm not speaking about you. I'm just saying we're going to talk that talk and we're going to disrespect people and not, then do some action.
yeah.
And it starts with yourself. It starts with yourself. You gotta, you can't fix nothing around you until you fix what's inside of you.
Exactly. And that's why I brought up alchemy at the beginning, because my favorite book is The Alchemist. If you haven't read it, I suggest that you do read it. And everybody who's on this live, read The Alchemist, because The Alchemist is a story about a young man who goes on a journey to find a hidden treasure in Egypt. And he travels across the Sahara Desert and he finally finds out that the treasure is within him. He doesn't have to go and look outside of himself. It's within him where he'll find that treasure. And that's what Kendrick was trying to display in his performance by him showing you the actual PlayStation controller, because we're all playing a game and a game is giving away massive energy. And that's what we do on a daily basis. We just give up our energy rather than conserve it, keep it for ourselves and serve those around us. We don't know how to do that as people, but Kendrick is the one who is going to light that flame in everybody, is what I see. Because when I cut, we have 7 barbers in my barbershop. So I see over 100 men, children every single week. And like the last caller was just saying, these youngsters, they out here lost, but a lot of them resonate with Kendrick. A whole lot of them resonate with Kendrick. Unfortunately, they resonate with Lil Durk and King Von and all that foolishness too, unfortunately. But Kendrick has done something where he's made a connection with a lot of these youngsters out here in the streets. And here in Louisville, man, these youngsters playing Grand Theft Auto in real life, having shootouts on the highway.
Yeah.
Everybody walking around with silencers and guns that are bigger than them because they shoot with their eyes closed and they shoot everybody.
It's real talk.
Yeah. Yeah, and trust me, I'm at the front lines. I see this shit this stuff every single day.
Please don't cuss, family. I don't want to get disconnected.
My apologies, bro. I see this every single day. But Kendrick's performance last night wasn't for everybody. And if it wasn't meant for you, then that's fine and dandy. But it was meant for some people who have the ear to listen and the eye to see. A lot of people did see the message that he was communicating and he was conveying. And for those who did see, that leads to the point that you were making, that life is an accumulation of the choices that we make on an individual level. That's what life is. It's the accumulation of the choices you make. You have the choice at the beginning of the day, and that's the power that we each have as individuals, because we are able to create our realities based off of the alchemy that is within each of us. And that's what makes us gods, not a capital G God. I'm talking about a lowercase g God, because gods create. And we create based off the thoughts that are in between our ears, which is where heaven actually exists. In between our ears, because we're able to create that reality. But a lot of us aren't in tune with ourselves because we don't even know who we are, especially us as black men.
I know one of the key things I was told one time was You're born looking like your parents. You die looking like your decisions.
Facts. That's good, bro.
You
That's
know what I
good.
mean? And too many of us, you know, even when, you know, oh, this conversation's going somewhere different. Um, I get what I hear you loud and clear. This conversation is gonna be needed for another live because, like, when me and D was talking and then started getting to a real conversation, he started understanding, me a little better. There's you have real life, bro, and you got entertainment,
Yep.
and sometimes the two intertwine, right? So what I was speaking of, was just the entertainment of it.
Mm-hmm.
I saw certain messages within it because honestly, I turned my head away from some of it, and I looked at it again, and because once I was already disconnected from it, just didn't grab my attention. Then I really was in and out of it. But it was just from an artist standpoint, the music and the artistry was I was looking at. That's all I was just speaking of, really. No different than when you go to a movie or you go to a comedy show, right? You look at it, and Cat Williams is another person. A lot of all his specials are what? Messages, information. He's giving you something different than the person just want to make you laugh, right? But it still has to be good, right? It still has to do something for you, or you walk away feeling empty. I'm not saying I walked away feeling empty. It just didn't grab me and keep me.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only thing I was really saying. And I think when you try to convey that message to people, when people are in their emotions and in their feelings, they don't even receive what you're saying. Only thing they heard you say was you didn't like it, and oh my God, we got to crucify this man.
No,
You know what I mean? But when I have conversations like that with everybody who I brought in this live, excuse me, you, D, Fly Guy, and One Shot, I'm not lying. I'm going to go back and watch it, and I'm going to sit down and really just watch it. Take the entertainment out of it, and just watch it, and then I'll come back and say, hey, y'all still feel the same way, or I get it now, but I still don't think it was, you know what I mean? I would do that because I'm not above looking at something twice and saying, you know what, I was wrong. You know what I mean? Or I stand on it, and this is why, or whatever. But I'm not above that. You know what I mean? So I think people just I had to learn this too, man, and for myself, because I used to be like this. You got to get out of your feelings, and you got to get out your emotions.
Facts, bro.
For real. You really got to get out of that, because if your emotions run you, you're in trouble.
Big time.
You want to know why we're on this live, bro? Because I had them in their feelings. They were on my other videos and my comments going crazy. So I said, I'm going to keep poking the bear. I didn't have nothing to do today. And I said, you know what? I'm just going to keep messing with folks. Since you want to get out of line with me, I'm just going to raise your blood pressure. But when I'm having real conversations with people, I can put all that away and have that real conversation. Now you're going to get who I am as a person. You see what I'm saying? Because I can remove all that and get to the business. You know what I mean? So respectfully, I'm about to follow you now. I'm gonna go back and watch it tonight because I'm on some downtime today, and then I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna make another video and say, hey, based on what I watched, do. But all I want us to do, man, if we recognize what Martin Luther King did, Malcolm did, and all the people after them, and everybody's going to come after Kendrick, after Umar Johnson, after Michael Eric Dyson, and all the other people who've been trying to help us. It's time for us to do something.
Absolutely, bro. I'm right there, lock, key, and step with you, bro. Because what we're doing right here, we're building, and this is what we have to do more as Black men. We have to have conversations like this where we're able to build rather than tear each other down. But before I hop off, when you go back and watch that, I want you to realize and look at his actual track list, because Kendrick is a master storyteller, and his track list followed a particular storyline that had the themes of struggle, power, and, like I was speaking about earlier, transformation. So when I sat there and I watched the Super Bowl show, I watched it like 5 or 6 times already. Squabble Up, the first song that he played was talking about the battle. Then he played Humble, which was the moment of self-awareness. Then he played DNA, which describes our bloodline and our identity. Then he played Euphoria, which is the illusion. Man at the Garden was the betrayal and the reflection. Then he played Peekaboo, which was the unveiling. Then Luther was the prophecy. All the stars was the destiny. Not Like Us was the reclamation. And when you turn the TV off, that's the silence and awareness. So when you go back and watch that again, bro, think about that actual storyline, because it's our story as black men, especially in this country of America, in this game that we're all involved in. So it's time for us all to start to tap in and begin to take stock of our thoughts, because our thoughts lead our actions. And that's where we're at. And I'll park my yacht right there, bro. I appreciate you, man.
Touchdown, my man. Appreciate it, bro. We'll talk again. Hey, that CJ's cold. CJ put something on. CJ hey, I'm picking up what CJ putting down. So I tell you what, I'm great in this. I want to, even the disrespectful comments, man, I appreciate everybody for just, hanging out and us having this conversation, because in having this conversation, got a chance to connect with CJ, Mr. Fly Guy, One Shot, and D. And I'm going to go back in here sometime tonight, and I'm going to watch this, hopefully it's on YouTube by now, and I'll watch the halftime. I'll watch it over again, and then I'll make another video. But one thing I just want to leave everybody with, like I said, man, you're born looking like your parents, and you die looking like your decisions. If you've been making bad decisions most of your life, it's time to clean up your act, because you're part of the problem, right? If we're going to move forward as a collective, then people got to start putting action and stop recording everything you do. You don't got to record everything to show people you're doing action. The actions are going to show. If you're doing it genuinely from the heart, it's going to show. You don't got to put it on blast to show everybody what you're doing. Because when you do it like that, you're not doing it from the heart. You dig? So let's start taking action. If you really got the message, and I'm not talking about CJ, but if you really got the message, if you really understand what that whole thing was about last night, then do something about it. Do something different. When you wake up the next day, this morning, that should have stuck with you so bad that you went out and did something different today. You went out and was a blessing to somebody. You went out and put value in somebody's life who needed it. You went out there and helped somebody. You went out and added to what we're supposed to do as a collective to move forward as people. But if you didn't do none of that, you can't talk to me. You can't talk to me. And you can't talk to people like CJ, because you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem. And when the revolution does really happen, you're going to be the ones we got to get rid of, because you're going to be the one that's going to destroy us and take us down and stop us from achieving our goal. I said what I said. I stand on it like a rock. I am the voice. Wake up, goddammit. Blessings. Peace. Take care.